Now that we have Nick hired and accepted his proposal, there's a lot that needs to get done. There felt like some limitations in place for our ability to grow, and this is our time of year to grow, and it was not having like the leadership required in operations. So hiring Nick was the green light to send it on growth. So our plan in the next month is to add another crew, hire Nick. We have a leadership retreat coming up. So kind of what I've been working on is structuring everything that needs to get done, delegating who's doing what. There's trucks, trailers, and equipment that needs to be purchased. There's hiring. There's obviously more jobs that need to be sold and booked, which is a scheduling thing. So I sent this text out explaining to the people that will be having tasks in the next month. This was kind of our breakdown of what everybody will be doing. July is gonna be Nick starting, leadership retreat, crew beginning, all within about a week of each other. Every day is very intense and there's a lot of things happening, but it's fun. I honestly prefer when the work is like this because there's less time to sit around and figure out what the most important thing is to do next. We're in our busy season, it's time to capitalize and be profitable.
All right, you can cut this part out if you would like, but I did not just destroy a zit on my face. Yesterday in the warehouse, I went to bend down and grab something, and we had like this little metal thing that caught me right in the cheek and stabbed a hole. So that is not a zit. But we are on our way to one of the parade homes that we did the garage floor for. We did some slat wall in this one and some ProPanel as well. And we're gonna go up there and just clean the floor. The parade starts, been going on for about 2 weeks. We've had a lot of really good attention from people walking through the homes. I think we've had a couple form fills on our website. I think there's just 3 more days until the parade is over. So we'll hit this house, hit another one as well that's just close by, both built by e-builders. Also, we're in the middle of filming a really fun video where we're ranking our top 5 favorite homes from the parade this year. We have one more home that we think will be in the top 5, so we're gonna go hit that today after we clean these 2 homes. All right, we are at house number 12 in the parade of homes built by e-builders. We did probably the most work on this house. We did some cabinets, some slat wall, some ProPanel. I think the floor on this one as well might be my favorite. It's a little dirty right now, that's why I've got my stuff. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it in the video. We did a glitter additive into the top coat. I was really stoked about that. It's one of my favorite like little additions to floors that we do. So all right, this is home number 14. The other home built by e-builders. Love how this garage turned out. Totally different style than the other one. We did more of kind of browns and neutral colors rather than the black, and it is beautiful. And we go. This one is house number 14, I believe, in the parade. And we did an 8x16 white slat wall. Obviously the floor. This is it's a micro flake. We call it clay. We did a ProPanel wall. This is the walnut color option. Turned out beautiful. We just pulled up to a house by RC Dent for the top 5 favorite parade home videos that we're shooting, and I like the exterior. It's pretty sweet. We already saw kind of a sneak peek of the backyard, and well, this is making me jealous. Screw Spencer's yard. I literally wanted to do a sand trap with a putting green. That's so fun. I'm excited for the backyard, and then Tanner already walked this over the weekend and he said it has a really cool, I can't remember. I don't know what I was gonna say. Yeah, how do you want to do this, dude?
Well, maybe we plan what we want, like the leadership retreat, especially this like mid-year one that we're doing for the first time. The purpose of it should be to like refocus everybody on the most important things, which are like the mission, the core values, make sure there's a good like update for the year as to like, are we on track for our goals? How do we come up with like trainings or interactive type things to do together that are gonna like be memorable? Big man, that one summer retreat we did, we talked about this, and I remember like this hit me so hard, and it stuck with me.
Let's minimize topics,
yeah,
and so that way we can maximize. We have to be a company that is absolutely dialed, customer facing, or the company behind closed doors. Everything else, it falls underneath this.
Yeah, we've always been on the same page about this to a certain extent, and like we've talked about it being important, but even just this conversation makes me feel like we both just like bought in more. We have to own this, bro.
Yeah.
We have to own this, and we have to hold people accountable. Parade 2025 is wrapped. 2 years ago, we weren't in any parade homes. Last year we had 1, this year we had 4 homes. It was just so cool to see our product go from just the floor in the past to up the walls with cabinet slat wall storage, the decorative paneling. A lot of people would walk into the garage and not even know that we necessarily did it, but they'd see it and be like, wow, that looks amazing in a garage. What a crazy idea. And we were able to be like, hey, that was us. We bring the full package. So creating that reality and experience where, 5-6 years ago, we were saying we wanted to be the full package, but we were nowhere near that, to seeing it actually happen with random people seeing our product, and then having that experience of being impressed by it, learning about our company, and being exposed to what we have to offer was just a really cool thing to see. To date, I think we've received about 8 really good hot leads. That's what's been reported to me from the sales team, which is great. I mean, for us, 8 good leads that are solid projects is huge. We expect, with how many handouts and things like that were taken, or how many people were taking photos of the QR code, the marketing, we expect a lot of business to come in now that the parade's done, and people will just have us in their mind when they're thinking of projects like this. It's really long for a lot of people. They're thinking about this for 6 months to a year before they really knock out the project, because most of these projects take a lot of work from them as well to prepare for. So there were a lot of lessons learned. There's a lot of things we want to do better next year with marketing. There's a lot of builders we really want to push to get in with, and now it's just straight back to work with, picking up new projects for next year's parade. It starts now. To be in the parade next year starts now for the builders. A lot of these homes take a couple years to build. So a lot of these homes that are going to be in the parade next year are already dug out, they're already framed. Some of them are pretty far along, and there's a window where we've got to get in. So overall, really, really happy with the traction we got through our product, the conversations that we were able to have with prospects there, and just how our team executed.